The cross was, in the beginning, the symbol of the greatest joy the world ever knew. The foundation of the cross is the place where man first trod the earth, therefore the mark that symbolizes the dawn of a celestial day here on earth. If you will trace it back, you will find that the cross disappears entirely, and that it is the man standing in the attitude of devotion, standing in space with arms upraised in blessing, sending out his gifts to humanity, pouring all his gifts forth freely in every direction. When you know that the Christ is the fitting life within the form, the rising energy that the scientist glimpses but yet does not know whence it came, when you feel with the Christ that the life is lived so that life may be given freely, when you learn that man is obliged to live by the constant dissolution of forms, and that the Christ lives to give up the thing that the body of sense craved, for the good that he could not at the moment enjoy, you are the Christ. When you see yourself a part of the greater life, but willing to sacrifice yourself for the good of the whole, when you learn to do right without being affected by the outcome to help, when you learn freely to give up physical life and all that the world has to give, this is not self-abnegation or poverty, for as you give of God, you will find you have the more to give, although at times duty may seem to demand all that life has to give. You will also know that he who will save his life shall lose it. Then you will see that the pure gold is at the deepest part of the furnace, where the fire has fully cleansed it. You will find great joy in knowing that the life you have given to others is the life you have won. You will know that to receive is to give freely, that if you lay down the mortal form, a higher life will prevail. You have the glad assurance that a life thus won is one for all. You must know that the great Christ soul can go down to the river, and that the stepping into the water but typifies the sympathy you feel for the world's great need. Then you are able to help your fellow men and not boast of virtue. You can pass out the bread of life for the hungry souls that come to you, yet that bread never diminishes by the giving. You must press on and know fully that you are able to heal all that come to you, sick or weary or heavy laden, with the word that makes whole the soul. You are able to open the eyes of those blinded either from ignorance or from choice. It does not matter how low the blinded soul may be. He must feel that the Christ soul stands beside him, and he must find that you tread with human feet the very ground he treads. Then you will know that the true unity of Father and Son is within and not without. You will know that you must stand serene when the God within is put away and only the God within remains. You must be able to withhold the cry of love and fear as the words, my God, why have you forsaken me?" ring out. Still, at that hour you must not feel alone, for you must know that you stand with God, that you are nearer to the heart of the loving Father than you have ever been before. You must know that the hour you touch the deepest sorrow is the hour in which your greatest triumph begins. With all this, you must know that sorrows cannot touch you. From that hour, your voice will ring with a great free song, for you fully know that you are the Christ, this light which is to shine among men and for men. Then you will know the darkness that is in every soul that cannot find a helping hand to clasp as he journeys on the rugged road before he finds the Christ within. You must know that you are truly divine, and being divine you must see that all men are as you are. You will know that there are dark places you must pass with the light that you are to carry to the highest, and your soul will ring out in praise that you can be of service to all men. Then with a glad free shout you mount to your very highest in your union with God. Now you know that there is no substitution of your life for other lives or of your purity for others' sins, but that all are glad, free spirits in and of themselves and of God. You know that you can reach them while they cannot reach each other, that you cannot help giving of your life for the life of each soul, that it shall not perish. Yet you must be so reverent of that soul that you will not pour into it a flood of life unless the life of that soul opens to receive it. But you will freely pour out to it a flood of love, life, and light, so that when that one does open the windows, the light of God will pour in and illuminate him. You will know that in every Christ that arises, humanity is lifted one step higher. Then, too, you must know full well that you have everything that the Father has, and having all, it is for all to use. You must know that as you rise and are true, you lift the whole world with you. For as you tread the path, it becomes plainer for your fellow men. You will have faith in yourself, knowing fully that that faith is God within. Finally, you must know that you are a temple of God, a house not made with hands, immortal in the earth and in heaven as well. Then will they sing of you, all hail, he comes, the King, and lo, he is with you always. You are in God, and he is in you. Jesus arose, saying he would be obliged to leave us, as he was to be at the home of another brother in the same village that evening. The whole company arose. Jesus blessed us all, and with two of the gathering walked from the room.